My grandma has told me human beings' love is selfish. That is possession and manipulation. Don't trust any human, otherwise you will be regretted. But I don't think so. I still remember that rainy day, just like the day I first met her. I was sitting in the corner of the street. I was not the only one that had been lived there. There were 2 bases of plants beside me. We are all useless or even harmful. Pet brings a lot of happiness to human beings. However, there are still many cats and dogs have been forsaken every year. One of the reasons is
你们家最近有养猫吗？
有啊，但是最近养在老妈家，家里人不让我碰。
the belief that pregnant people should avoid getting in touch with pets because it will hurt the growth of infants is very common in China. Moreover, because of the one-child policy, Chinese families are more sensitive to the protection of their baby. Better to believe the worst becomes a normal attitude for most pregnant people. In this social context, the phenomenon of throwing the cat away for safety reasons become widely accepted, or even become the necessary step before having a baby here. But how will cats affect the growth of the infant?
啊，为什么？你知道具体原因吗？
医生说是钩形虫啥的，会影响胎儿发育畸形。
That sounds interesting. According to the study, toxoplasmosis is an infection people can get from the parasite called Toxoplasma gondii. Although the infection generally causes mild, symptomless illness in people with healthy immune systems, it's risky during the pregnancy because transmission of parasite to fetus can result in serious health problems. But what are the chances of getting toxoplasmosis and infecting the baby? According to the study, only about 15% of women of childbearing age are immune to toxoplasmosis. Fortunately, the number of women who contract the infection during pregnancy is still relatively small and not often transmit it to their babies. To understand how humans get infected, let's see how cats get infected first. The first is throw all the cat's food. Second, catch wild birds or mice which carry oozes of parasite for the cats to eat. Because cats are definitive hosts for oocysts, they don't have access to parasite by themselves. And how pregnant women can get infected from cats? This is a bit complicated. You need 3 steps. First, steal the cat's poop. Second, carefully store it for 2 to 5 days. And then eat it. Yeah, right. The last step is necessary. Because for cats, the oozes can only exist in their feces, and only kittens that get infected for the first time can eliminate fecal oozes. Moreover, for oozes to be infectious, it needs to be fermented for 1 to 2 days in the cat litter books. For human beings to be infected, the only way is through the digestive system. So the third step is very important. But not all the normal human beings have the courage to do that. Nowadays, living in a big city alone is quite lonely, so more and more young women decide to have a cat to live with them. According to Chinese pet industry white paper, 90% of cat owners are female, and 35.6% of them were born after 1995. Most of them haven't had babies, but acknowledge that they would avoid to touch cats during pregnancy just to prevent the low probability would happen to them. After listening to all the study, I believe most of people can understand why the infectious rate of disease is that low. However, the number of homeless cats is super high and still increasing these days. According to a report, there are around 200,000 homeless cats in Beijing. And in other big cities like Shanghai, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, the total number of homeless cats has exceeded 200,000 as well. And most surprisingly, the density of homeless cat in the capital of Anhui province is 0.86 homeless cat per square. Considering the huge population of young cat owners, If individuals' mindset of toxoplasmosis doesn't change, the social context will not change as well. This population could be the potential raise of higher population of homeless cat in China. If you can't keep raising your cat for some reasons, please at least find another home for them. In this cold concrete jungle, timid cats are hard to survive by themselves. We don't want the cost of one little life's birth is another little life's death.